Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, listen, as you see, the cards are open. It might happen more often, not because I want to, but because there is kind of a situation. So, I'm starting a reading and then I have to stop and then I. Anyway, this is what there is, but let's get into it. So, it kind of feels here that we are talking about you and your healing and the impact that it has on other people, on your relationship, all those kind of things. So, we have your guides said no, you heard maybe. So, it might be about some people that you might still entertain in your life, or that you knew that there was some kind of issue, but you were trying to compromise in some kind of way. I don't blame you. I think that it just shows, good character, doubt, all those kind of things. It demands time, experience, all those kind of things to truly be able to say yes, no, no, yes, and do it from a healed place, right? So, the second card, clean your room. That's the message. This is mainly for me talking about we are in the second place, which is the place of relationships, partnerships, all those kind of things. So it is kind of talking to me about cleansing your environment, in fact, right? So here we are talking in the third place, which is the driving energy, red flags, lies, toxicity, drama, all those kind of things, right? It's funny, it's written, really? The whole parade? So you might have started to react while you might have not reacted in the past, trying to maintain everything comfortable, trying to avoid some kind of confrontation, all those kind of things, and you might have started to react, right? So then we have healing feels like garbage before it feels like growth. So this is like the foundation right now. So you might be going through what is happening next to the healing here, considering all the cards that we have here. Kind of feel that it is, we are talking here about truly the difficulties that you might have with your relationships and all those kind of things. We are going to get deeper into that. I just want to tell you about the cards because you didn't see me opening them. Then your growth scares people. Good. It's written good, right? We'll show you the card. See? Yeah. Your growth is bothering to people who might have enjoyed the unhealed version of you, right? So here, very funny. Just because they're hot doesn't mean they are spiritually aligned. So, of course, we might be talking about people who are hot, but we might be talking about all kinds, people who have some kind of title in your life because they are longtime friends, because they are family, because all those kind of situations, right? It's not because they have some kind of title, because here we are in the sixth place. What must be done? And what must be done, it is understanding that it's not because whatever, that it means that this person is healthy for you, right? In the seventh position, healing, you are the main character, start acting like it. It says it all, right? So I kind of feel that you might have understood here that you need to change something, you need to take your space, you need to listen to yourself, you need to stop prioritizing other comforts on yours, but you might still not truly know how to do it, even though I kind of have a feeling here, your spirit guides are face palming. So usually it is like, come on, like they see you when they say, come on. Maybe you let somebody manipulate you when you know that they are manipulating you. Maybe you are serving others while you know that you shouldn't do that. Maybe you are once again putting yourself to the side when you know you said to yourself, I won't do that anymore. So they are face palming. They might also be face palming because you might be doing great things and they are very surprised because finally you are speaking up. I don't know. We will see. And then the universe is not Amazon Prime, the last card here, the outcome, the integration. So, you might have hoped that people would enjoy your healing, enjoy the fact that now you are expressing yourself, that you are getting more comfortable with yourself, that you are thinking about yourself, that because you are healing, other people are healing too. But it's not how we want and when we want, right? If you are a cycle breaker, for example, chances are that you will have a lot of resistance of your family, and it doesn't mean that later on, those same people who have shown a lot of resistance to you, your healing, you speaking up, you trying to change things, some people maybe that you had to push to the side at the end of the day later, but it might be years later, they will understand, right? But now maybe they might not. So so you might feel like, what's going on, why is this happening and why this is not happening and why. Anyway, divine timing, it is written on the card, delayed. Things don't happen when we want, they happen when they are supposed to happen, right? Especially if we are talking here about connections, relationships. Let me just remind you, right? When you are healing, there is a shift in your energy. When we are talking about connections, right, there is some kind of foundation that is installed that might be very, very uncomfortable for you, unhealthy for you. But this is what there is. And when you are shifting, right, the other side of the connection, the relationship, the family, whoever it is, they need to shift too. It shifts them too in some kind of way, right? And it's not because you are ready to shift that they are ready to shift too. This is why very often there is breakage, because you are changing and they are not there, right? And so there might be a breakage in the connection simply because, we also see it in couples that are years and years together. It's not all the time everybody is going in the same direction. Not every time the evolution or the growth is happening together. And so it might truly create conflicts, breakage, all those kind of things. So this is what we are talking about. I like it. I think that it's an important discussion to have. So let's get deeper into that. Why are we getting all of this? Just a reminder, this is a collective read, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking is operating. So please apply it however it applies to the roles in your life, and this can be past, present, or future. And if you hear some things, I cannot close my phone right now. I'm sorry about that. It is a little bit of a challenging period right now, but I still want to share whatever I can share for the time that I can, right? So let's get into it. So, your guide said no, you heard baby. Those cards are truly funny. Interesting. Give me one more, please. Okay, so listen, we have here the Four of Pentacles. It came out like this. This is truly talking about letting go or holding on. This is holding on, and this is letting go, right? So, your guide said no, you heard maybe, right? This is maybe, right? This is no, and this is yes. So this is kind of telling me, you know, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you something, right, it might be uncomfortable. It is here. Healing feels like garbage before it feels like growth, right? It is uncomfortable, right? Let me see, can you see all the cards? Yes, you can. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands, it is talking about the support. So right now, you might truly feel that you have no support of other people. While you are doing great things for yourself, you might not have the support of people that you thought that they would support you maybe in your healing. As said, first of all, I explained to you what is happening with the energy that is moving, right? But at the same time, also, some people in your life might have benefit, as said, of the weak version of you. You might suddenly realize that some people in your life are takers and they were in your life because they knew that you were givers, for example, right? Some people, you might suddenly realize that when you need some kind of help or you are not giving your help anymore, they become nasty, right? So those are the things that are happening now. So if you feel that there is some kind of nastiness, right? Because you are changing, observe what's going on. It doesn't mean that you immediately need to cut people off, but just let me remind you that very often during a healing period, you might be very, very emotional. So it's totally okay if there are some people that you would like to check what is going on and you don't just want to cut them off because you don't know if you are too sensitive right now, maybe, or maybe I don't know what. You might simply say, you know, right now I'm working on something, it's taking me a lot of time, a lot of energy, so I might be less available, right? Something like that. You don't need to say to people, right, that you are getting into, that you are into your healing and this and that and that and that. If you don't feel safe with them, if you don't know what, you can say that you are working on something because it's truly what you are doing. So it's not that you are lying. You are working on something, a very, very important project, right? Hey, listen, if the angle of the video is a little bit different, it is because I had to interrupt the reading, but I am back. So, this being said, let's continue. So, clean your room, that's the message. Let's see. Yes, listen. You will have to take charge here, right? Because, as said, the fact that you are... I already talked about the fact that very often we are the most attacked when we are healing, right? You need to protect yourself right now. It's important because you might be extremely sensitive, first of all, you might be reactive, which all of that is very, very normal. Especially that chances are that if you need to heal, it's not always the case, but might be that your environment is not a good foundation somehow, right? So if you want to recreate some kind of stability in your foundation, might be that, you know, it starts with you and then you can recreate foundations. But as said, when you are in the middle of your healing, you might be very, very sensitive, reactive, all those kind of things. And so you might feel here, this is what the card is saying, that you need you might feel the need to defend yourself a lot, right? So it might not help you with your healing. So it's also important to take totally charge, be a leader of your own life and put the boundaries that are needed here, right? Clean your room, that's the message. This here is telling, put the boundaries that you need to put in order to be able to be in control of you, of your life, and of your healing, right? Okay. Let me check if everything is fine here. Yes, I think that it is. Let's see. You wanted red flags, not a damn parade. Who wants red flags? Nobody wants red flags. What's that? Listen, very, very interesting. Okay. So listen, we have here the Two of Cups, right? It came out horizontally. This is self-explanatory also, right? We are talking here about relationships. We are talking about friendship, partnerships, all those kind of things, right? Right now, they might be very, very unstable. And you might hesitate if, for some kind of them, you might need to take distance, emotional distance, right? You will have to be very sensitive to your intuition, listen to your inner voice, right? You might be right now at a period where you are concentrated on yourself, and so the movement that there is in the environment right now, you might not be able to see it all, right? Imagine now that you have a room and the room is, you have just, how do we say, you have put things in the room all the time. You just pushed things in the room and you push things in the room. How are we calling that? People who are... I don't know. I can find a word now. Let's say that it's a garage and so a spare room, and you just pushed things in the room all the time and more and more and more and more. And one day you decide, okay, I need to cleanse this room here because it's too full. I cannot put anything inside anymore. I need to cleanse it. So the first thing that you need to do is take everything out in order to know what you keep, what you don't keep, what you put back, how you will put it back, right? This is a little bit an image of what can be a healing, right? So right now, if you are in the beginning of your healing, the room is packed, right? So first of all, you need to take everything out. At that moment, right, it's very difficult if at the same time somebody is throwing something new in the room. It's not what you are doing right now. Right now, you are unpacking the room, right? So this might be an image that might help you here. So some kind of relationships here, you might not know exactly what's going on, right? You don't know if you want to keep them or not right now. It is too difficult to know, it's too difficult to see, but you might need for the moment to take some kind of distance. This image, in fact, it is, I don't know how to put it, I will put it this way because right now you might feel the need to take distance. This is truly talking. The cups here are up. So it means that sometimes in order to heal, to go and find yourself, you need to leave some kind of things that you love. And this is why I told you, you don't have to make a whole ordeal of your healing. You might just say that you are working on a very, very important project that is taking your time and your energy, right? And so you don't have to get into it. So listen to your intuition, right? You are doing the inner work. The High Priestess is talking about the inner work, right? This is what you are doing. You are doing the best that you can right now. So if you feel the need to take emotional distance in order to protect yourself, so just do it, right? Sometimes, during the healing period, because we might be very sensitive and all, we might do or say things that are not helpful. Because afterwards, right, you are trying not to break anything. So you are trying to maintain some kind of something. And at the end of the day, because you have no patience, because you are very, very sensitive, then what's happening? It is that you are saying something that maybe afterwards you regret, and then, it stays in your mind for 2 days or a week, right? And it's just heavy on you, and it's not helpful, So you can help yourself in this period. Think about the room. I think that it is a hoarder. This is the word, a hoarder. Imagine a hoarder room, right? So listen to your intuition, listen to yourself. This also talks about being a little bit secretive, right? I know that for my part, I was very, very open about my healing. I kind of feel that I was. Maybe other people might think that I was not, but I kind of feel that I have always been very open, but I also don't want to burden other people. I don't know. But at the end of the day, not important. The high priestess is also talking about someone who doesn't say a lot. They observe, but they don't say a lot. They will just say something if it is truly important to say. There is kind of a element of hiding and being secretive, but it's not hiding coming from a bad place. This is not the thing. It is just not sharing information that might not be understood, because you might say things, right, thinking that it will be clear for other people to understand, but they don't, right? Okay. Let's see. Healing feels like garbage before it feels like growth. Very interesting. Once again, we have the King of Cups that came out like this, horizontally. King of Cups, this is knowledge, inner knowledge, wisdom, awareness, self-awareness, learning how to operate with your emotions in the best way possible. This is talking about emotional maturity, right? In order to get to this place, you first have to clean the room that is full of garbage, right? Full of maybe amazing things and maybe garbage, and you cannot even see what's in there, right? Because it is packed right now. So this here, in order to bring yourself to the elevated, the healed version of you, right? With your heightened emotions, know how to deal with them, heal them, act from your higher self, right? So you might be in this period, and in this period, right, you might need to put a lot of boundaries, right? Here I kind of feel that there are some kind of boundaries that you truly need to put up, because what I see here in those cards, it is that some people are not supportive. They are not supportive. And so you need to take the lead of your life and put the boundaries. You need to protect yourself right now, right? Yeah, because here we have the warrior, right? So it might be uncomfortable because you might not be used to prioritize yourself, but think that you are doing it for the best intention possible. And people who truly love you, it doesn't mean that they understand your healing, right? This is why I told you, if you feel the need to put some kind of protections, do it. It's totally fine. Because some people might just not understand. And it doesn't mean that there are toxic people in your life. They just don't know how to handle whatever is going on, right? But some people know. You will see that some people will not respect your boundaries. They will try to keep you down. We truly realize that the moment that we are not allowing other people to have priority over ourselves, right? This is when we are the most attacked. I already talked about it here, right? So take in consideration that you are already hurt, right? So protect yourself. However you need to protect yourself right now, right? And with people where you feel totally safe and secure, that you know for 100% that they want the best for you, truly, not because of a title, but because you know they have shown you. And usually, you know, those people, they will say, do whatever you need to do for you to be comfortable. And chances are also that maybe with those people, you won't have the same needs. Something else that I want to talk to you about. You won't have the same boundaries with everybody, right? And don't feel uncomfortable with that. It's totally normal that with someone who you feel that totally accepts you, you might not feel the need to put the same boundaries then with people that are kind of toxic in your life or people that are all in your business. So it's very normal. You are not supposed to put the same boundaries with everybody, right? It truly depends of the connection that you have with this person and the character of this person, because somebody respectful, you can let them in. Someone who is not respectful, you will need to put a lot of boundaries. It doesn't make you treat people differently because you are, I don't know what. It's normal. People are different, the boundaries are different, right? I wish that somebody would have told me that, because I felt very, very uncomfortable when I was in the midst of my healing, because I felt that if I was putting a boundary to one person, I had to put a boundary to the other person because I needed to be fair. You know, justice, very important for me, being fair. But at the end of the day, it's not the case. You know, with some people you can truly the house can be open, and for others it's not possible anymore, right? So let's shuffle here. Your growth scares people. Good. Yeah, it's good because the people that it scares, it's not a bad thing. Tell me more here, please. What do you want me to talk about here? Yeah. I love it. It's perfect. Yes, because listen, the way that you were thinking before is changing, right? So it means also that burdens that you may have carried of other people in the past, you are not willing to carry them anymore, right? If you were a people pleaser, if you were always the helping hand, right now, right, it's the time to help yourself. But maybe afterwards you would be able to be more generous of your energy and your time. But what will happen right now is that people will show you exactly ones that truly respect the help that you are giving and those who take it for granted. Very interesting. We have in the tarot there are four tens, right, of the minor arcana, two that are dramatic and two that are great. If we are with the Ten of Cups, it's happiness. If we are with the Ten of Pentacles, it is abundance and legacy and all those kind of things. The two dramatic tens in the tarot deck, they are here, both of them, right? And both of them are in reverse, which is a good thing. With the Ten of Swords here, right, there is an ending of a way of thinking, right? A way of thinking that needs to get to an ending. Here, there is something different when it's in reverse. We are talking about healing, but we might also be talking about finally giving truly a voice to what you felt before, because before you might have felt that you were not treated right by some people, right? But you might have pushed it to the side. No, I'm the problem. I am this and I am that and I am that and I am that. And I kind of feel here that it is no. Listen to yourself. You have to listen to yourself and go until the end of this thought, and there you will get the answers. Don't just push it to the side. And here it's beautiful because here it is truly being burdened of doing too much, taking too much on, taking the burdens of everyone. And this is saying putting the burdens down. They are burdens that you are carrying that you are not supposed to carry. They are not yours. Put them down. Put them down, right? I love that this came out with this card because, yes, the people that won't appreciate your healing and they will try to make you feel guilty about your healing, it is because they were very comfortable with the old version of you. Wouldn't have you be comfortable with the old version of you? Right? Always prioritizing others. This is all there is. When someone is healing, You cannot do of them what you want. You cannot manipulate them. You cannot use them. It cannot be a relationship where there is not equal give and take, right? So people who truly are in this give and take, right? They won't bother your healing. They will be happy for you, even if it means that you will be less available. Even if, because those people, chances are that even when you propose your help, they said, no, I don't need it. If you want to come, but I don't need it, right? It's those who made you feel, who try to manipulate you for you to propose your help. You know those people? I have some people coming to my mind, They never said, I need your help, but they were always calling when they had a problem, knowing very well that I was empathetic and that I will put everything aside in order to help them. They didn't even have to ask for the help. And this is why they were calling and not asking. They knew. They would just say something. It was enough. Because they expected me to read between the lines. The moment that I stopped reading between the lines, they changed. They changed. They became aggressive. They became dismissive. They became nasty because their love was conditional. The relationship was conditional. Right? So, let's see. Just because they're hot doesn't mean they're spiritually aligned. Tell me more here, please. I love that. The smooth talker. Smooth talker, right? It's not because somebody is smiling in your face that they love you. It's not because somebody is telling you nice things that they support you. Sometimes it's manipulation. This is all it is, right? I always say, if you are insecure, if a compliment can make you like someone, you are in danger. You are in danger. If someone making a compliment to you make you love them, you are in danger. If because you are insecure, somebody gives you attention, then you love them, you are in danger. Right? I had someone like this that they said to me, no, because at a certain period I was going through something complicated and this person I'm trying to find the words because it's not that a person called at the right time for someone, but they didn't call because they knew that this person was going through something. None of that. They just called, but it was the right time. And so this person told me, because I was in a difficult period and this person called me at that time, they cannot do bad. So I said, you realize what you mean, in fact, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't know this person. So it can be a great person and it can not be a great person. But if just because they called at the time that you needed them and they didn't even know that you needed them, right? But they appeared in your life at the right time, you excuse everything. What does it mean exactly? Right? So here, stop listening to the smooth talking, not being, you cannot feed your self-confidence through other people. It's not possible, right? This is changing everything. The moment that you stop accepting the bare minimum, a compliment, somebody needing you, whatever it may be, and this builds your confidence, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's not because somebody is charming with you that it says anything about them, right? But if it works on you, it's dangerous because you can be manipulated in a second. Very, very easy. Let me see here. The Wheel of Fortune. Why did it come up? Why did it come up? Tell me here, please, about this Wheel of Fortune. strength. The Hierophant in reverse, yes, it's exactly what I'm saying to you, right? Yeah, being strong within yourself, right? Then whatever other people are doing or saying, it's irrelevant. It becomes irrelevant, right? You don't need other people approbation or love in order to approve of yourself or love yourself, right? It is you with yourself, with your higher self, with the highest. This is the line. This is the line. This is where you are strong at the end of the day, because if any person can flatter you or destroy you by just their attitude, it's a problem. It's a problem. You're the main character, start acting like it. Listen. The King of Pentacles. Stability, being patient with yourself, being caring, taking care of yourself, doing the right choices. This, for me, it is the strongest person that there is in the minor arcana. The strongest. You have to be patient with yourself and invest in yourself. Be caring with yourself. Right? Yeah. Yeah. This kind of tells me that there is a lot of things in your mind, right? And you need to be patient with yourself and take the time to truly invest in your healing, not trying to escape from it. Take the time and do whatever you need to do. You are investing in something, the most important thing that can be, right? Let me see here. Let me see this Four of Wands in reverse. Tell me please about this Four of Wands in reverse. Oh, listen. There are people around you that don't want you to heal. There are people around you that don't want you to heal. We have the Page of Cups here in reverse. And we have the Devil, right? This is what this card means, because this is healing, right? This is being stressed out. You have people in your life that want to have you stressed out. This is why we have so many cards here that are talking about boundaries and you not having support, needing to let go, right? Because you have people around you that don't want you to heal. I'm sorry to tell you. Because they are afraid of your abundance. They are afraid of your stability. Yeah. Yeah, they want to keep you bonded. They want to keep you bonded. They want you to think that you are emotionally immature. Chances are that they are, right? Chances are that they are. But if you heal, right, you won't tolerate whatever you tolerated before. A lot of people think, yeah, once you heal, then you become, it's all rainbows and lullabies, and you don't get angry anymore, and you don't this, and you don't that, and you don't that. It's not true. You become more tolerant? Absolutely not. It's the contrary. You might not get so emotional or angry the same way. But becoming more tolerant? No. If it's in the sense, okay, I understand, yes, maybe. And it doesn't touch you because you understand that it's of somebody else. But Most people, when they are healing, their circle become very, very small because they see the bullshit in everyone. So if it's tolerant on the sense, I see you, I don't judge you, I know where you are, everything's fine, yes, then you become more tolerant. But if we are talking about tolerant, accepting everything in your life, absolutely not. It's the total opposite that is happening, right? Okay, let's see the spirit guides that are face palming. Let's see. Let's see. The spirit guides that are face palming. Listen, there is here somebody in your life that is still trying to control you and they are still trying to confuse you. I'm sorry, but this is what there is here. You have here somebody in your life that is very, very controlling. They want to dominate you, they want to control you. Right? And they are confusing you. They are confusing you. And somehow you are still letting this person confuse you. Let's get a little bit more about this. Can you see them? Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Let's get a little bit more information here about that. Yeah, because you are allowing someone to confuse you. Tell me here about this King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there is somebody here that wants to win at all cost. There might be someone here, right, that you know that they are a little bit problematic. You know that they tend to be a little bit forceful, domineering. You might feel that you need to walk on eggshells, right? But somehow I kind of feel that you are still allowing access to this person. You are still allowing access to this person. This is what I feel, yeah. And you need to stop giving access to... This is one of the difficult parts of healing, right? Because we truly have to say goodbye to some people. We can tolerate... we can deal with all kind of people, right? But somebody who wants to control you, who wants to dominate you, this we have to put... I want to say we have to put boundaries, because I don't want to say you have to go no contact with such a person. But at the end, those kind of people, they don't respect your boundaries. So it's not even about boundaries. They will make you feel guilty. They will confuse you. They will gaslight you. They will make you feel guilty. They will come up with all kind of things why you have to talk to them. They won't respect you. So this is the kind of person that knows that you want peace above all, right? And they will use this in order to cross all your boundaries. They know that you don't want to fight, but you don't have to fight. You can just block them, say, it is over. You don't have access to me anymore. Because I know exactly, no, but it is immature, it is this, it is that. Okay, it is whatever you want. They want to win at all costs, you understand? So let them think whatever they want to think. They want to think that it's immature. Let them think. They will say whatever in order to have the control over you. So they will tell you you are immature, you are irresponsible, you owe it to me, whatever. Okay, think that I am immature, think whatever you want. I don't give a shit. It's a no. It's a no, right? Because you know that they will use whatever technique they can in order to confuse you. And chances are that we are talking here about someone where you already have a trauma coming from them. And they know it, and they know that you lose your focus when you are with them. Because this is somebody abusive. Emotionally abusive, right? Yeah, listen. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Look. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Blocking this person. There is somebody that you need to block because they don't allow you to heal. They don't allow it because they don't want it. They want to maintain some kind of control. I'm looking at your spirit guys, right? Saying, come on, come on. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Divine timing. Yeah, listen, people might be confused about you right now, right? They don't understand. Beautiful. They are confused. They don't understand. Many people have not gone through healing. They don't understand all of it. They are confused. But at the end of the day, trust yourself. At the end of the day, they will see exactly, right? Right now, that you might be in the middle of unhoarding this inner room, right? It's messy. It's messy, right? But trust and believe that afterwards they will be able to see. You know? Look what we have here, the Star card. This is living in alignment, right? Already said, this comes after the Tower. The Tower, it is a destruction when the foundation is not good. And then you rebuild on a good foundation. So you might be here in the messy part, right? So yeah, people don't understand. They don't understand, but trust and believe that all the guilt that you may feel because you need to protect yourself, they don't feel what they might make you even believe that they feel. You know? I tell you, somebody who truly loves you, truly, they want you to be happy. They want you to be in your full force, right? A lot of people, they might pretend that they love you, right? You know, but I care about you. No. No, they don't. This person is self-centered. It's all about them. They want you to carry their burdens. This is what they want. But they will use whatever they need to use in order to confuse you. They will say whatever they need to say in order to confuse you. Suddenly they will make an amazing gesture that they would have never done before, just to confuse you, right? Yeah, there is here one main character in your life that is bringing all the weight, that is bringing all the trauma. Yeah, that is keeping you stressed all the time. They just don't want you to heal. I kind of feel also with this King of Pentacles here, I kind of feel that this person feels inferior to you. They know that you can go very, very far in your life and they cannot stand it, right? They cannot stand it. The moment that you don't let them smooth talk you, the wheel is turning. The moment that you put down the burdens that are not yours, that you don't let them control your own thoughts and the way that you are thinking, this is somebody who is controlling your mind. With this person, boundaries, it's not enough. I'm sorry to say it's not enough. This is the kind of person you have to cut all access to them. Let's go to closure. I'm happy that I could finish that. Listen, if there is some kind of interruption and I need to finish that in the middle of whatever, right, I will post it because we are near the end, right? So I will post it and I hope that it won't be the case, but that I won't have to cut it in the middle. But if I have to, we are at the end. It's beautiful. We have the Lover. Yeah. We have the Lover and we have the Fool in reverse. The Lovers, beautiful. This is truly the pure alignment of you, of yourself. But I kind of feel here that with the Fool in reverse, you have people around you that don't understand what's happening here, but they are not supportive, right? The Fool here in reverse, I kind of feel that they are treating you as if you are a fool, right? For whatever choices you are making right now. But let me just tell you something, right? If you need to heal, as said, chances are, I'm saying chances are because, you might have gone through one difficult experience. I don't feel that this is what we are talking about. I think that we are talking here about someone who has grown up in an environment where they might be suffering of CPTSD without even realizing it, developing all kind of things in order to feel safe, like the people pleaser, avoiding confrontation, high level of empathy without knowing how to deal with it, dressing up with the role of the caretaker, all those kind of things. This is the person that I'm talking about, right? So in your environment, obviously, right, I'm thinking about the hoard room, right? There is a lot of garbage there, a lot, right? Because you haven't filtered anything until now, right? You haven't filtered. So now it is about taking everything out of this room, right? And then you will know what you keep and what you don't. But there is this period in between, right? And this person here doesn't allow you to create this person in between. They make you feel as if you are a problem, if you have a mental health problem. While, let me tell you that somebody who is going into this kind of healing, it comes from a place of self-love and self-respect and self-worth. Because you need a lot in order to be able here to do the work. Right? It is because you love yourself that you know that you deserve better than that. And you want to understand what is going wrong in your life. Right? This person, it is a problem. It is a king. It might be a feminine, right? We are talking about the characteristics of the king of wands, which is somebody who is a tyrant, very controlling, very domineering, very disrespectful, very self-centered, right? Those are the characteristics. It can be male, female, it doesn't matter, right? Okay. Do I want to check here the Fool in reverse? Because it might be people treating you as a fool while you are doing this healing period that you are doing, that you are engaged into in a beautiful way, I think. Listen, we have the Star here and the Lovers. It's beautiful. You are supported by the universe. So it's perfect, right? But I kind of feel here truly that we are talking about this person who is dismissing you all the time, making you feel like shit. Like if, who do you think you are? But it's not about you, it's about them. And you need all of that because they are in your life. And they are so toxic. Tell me more here, please, about this Fool in reverse. Listen, they want to destroy your healing. You are working here on something that is leading you to a great place, right? They want to destroy it. Let's see. The Fool in reverse. They don't want you to be able to build your life the way that it's comfortable for you. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they know that you can get very far. They know. This is poison. This is poison. Yeah. We had the devil here. Ah, yeah, it was in those cards that there was the devil. Yeah. Somebody who wants to keep you trauma bonded. Yeah, listen. They are reckless. They will do whatever they need to do to keep you in a stalemate position. They will do whatever they need to do. Look. Look, lying, stealing, manipulating. But you know, you had an aha moment. You know about this person, right? Justice. They don't want it. They don't want it. They are competing with you. They are competing with you. Because they know that once you will heal, you will totally be able to see who they are. They don't want that. They don't want your 10 of cups. They are ready to do everything in their power in order for you to be unstable. This is what they want. They want you to be unstable. They don't want you to heal. Yeah, because you will be able to look forward, to look behind and see exactly what happened. And we are talking here about somebody that was in your childhood. This talks about the past. Kind of feel that we are talking maybe about a sibling or something like that. An old-time friend that has acted in very, very ugly ways behind your back. Very ugly ways. Somebody very entitled, arrogant. Smear campaign. They have been talking shit behind your back for years and years and years. Trying to destroy your ability to build something good for yourself. Yeah? Look. You getting back control over your life, it is creating a tower for them. Because what will people say? You understand? What will people say? This is their problem. Listen, you need to take distance. You truly need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself because this person is not loving at all. At all, at all, at all. Yeah. Listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that if you are dealing with this person, you know who I'm talking about, right? And you are afraid and you don't know and you already hear what they are going to say in your ear and everything. And you know that there is no way to talk with this person. They always need to be right. And they are disrespectful to you and all those kind of things. There is nothing that you can do, right? I had people in my life that I knew that there was no way to get into a conversation with them. I know exactly who this is in my life, right? I know. Yeah, with those people, there is not many options. And I tried for years. Trust and believe, I tried. This is somebody who is... They want to control you because they feel threatened by you. This is what it is. It is somebody acting from jealousy. And they spend their time making you feel small. They need to control you. Right? So listen, I hope that it is helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I wish you a beautiful Sunday. Until very, very soon. Bye.